That's bizarre. Alright, whatever. Anyways. Wow. Sorry about that. That took way too long. But it's the Captain DK world. Adventures of Captain DK. So Captain DK, something's gonna happen to his ship, and that'll be part of one of the episodes. And he's gonna wake up, washed ashore, with pieces of his broken boat around. Hey, Infinite, let me know if it is fixed for you or not. I'd hate to find that you couldn't watch it, especially if you're new. But he's gonna see kind of this broken down, crappy pathway. So he's gonna decide to follow it because, you know, what else is he gonna do? His boat's broken. And just get some nice panning views of some of this stuff, some of the work that I did. It comes up around this mountain, and he finds like these broken down bridges. And then this bridge, I'm actually pretty proud of this because I'm using fences as rope. And so this one, the rope's actually broken, so the fences are hanging down. There's pieces of the bridge that have fallen and stuff. And then he moves on over here. He comes to another bridge, like a really big one. And I actually just today put some of these vines down, so they're not as long as they're going to be. But it crosses this really cool ravine, comes up through there, up through here, up and around, yada yada yada. And there's just going to be a lot of like nice long panning shots. You can see another example of the bridge being broken with some of the pieces on the ground. Hi, Axton. I'll just call you Axton. I don't know how to pronounce the whole thing altogether. Hey, Lexi Gamer. And Copter! Such break much games, wow. That's Copter, everyone. Doging it up for all of us, all of our sake. That Disco Sheep. Yo, Disco Sheep. He's gonna wind up around, and he's gonna find this. This is like an old, decrepit, abandoned town. You can see some of the buildings are still standing, some of the structures of them. If you come on over here, like comes down here, there's a house here, house there. And then this will be, I actually think I'll wind up turning this, son of a bitch. Sound, weather, bring that on down to 25%. Alright. I toggled it, but just in case it pops on again, you guys are going to get blasted in the eardrums with rain sound. I think that is going to be turned into the blacksmith place. Yeah, dude, 13 people. That's a record high for me on stream. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. I'm so glad you were all able to make it. If you could put in the chat where you came from, it would really help me out as far as knowing where to post when I'm streaming. Where to focus my attention in that regard. This is obviously like the old farmer's thing, someone else's house, another person's house. And this would be like an old broken down watchtower. I actually just constructed this today. I was messing around with that. Some improvements. I'll add some stuff here and there. See, there's a lot of detail work that I need to get done. But I have the base foundation in place for this old abandoned town. And essentially the story that will take place here is Captain DK. Captain DK! I love saying that name in that voice. I love it. Can't ever stop. Can't stop, won't stop. He stumbles upon it, and there's an old hermit living here, and the hermit explains to him what happened to the town. I'll let that remain a secret for now, because I don't want to spoil the whole thing, otherwise why would you watch it? And essentially, Captain DK needs to get his boat rebuilt, and so on like a suspension platform, we will be crafting his new boat, but he'll need people to help him, because just because he's a captain doesn't mean he knows how to make an entire boat. So he's going to have to find people that used to live in the town that have spread far off, in search of other work, and etc., and bring them back, and have interactions with them, and there'll be a whole host of characters, all voiced by me, and I won't be able to do the women, although it would be hilarious if I did, so I might think about doing the women as well. But yeah, it's gonna require some assistance from people I know, like logging on and all that stuff. I'll have to have Taters over, because he's got a couple of accounts, so that means I can have 3 people on screen at once. Things like that, so I'll need a little help in that vein. Yeah, I'm super, super excited about it. Hopefully you guys are too. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek at the layout of things to come, and what you can expect from the next episode. Once Forge is updated, of course, because I need the Camera Studio mod to get it accomplished, and Camera Studio won't work without Forge. And Forge has not been updated as of yet. So, Oh boy. I was not paying attention to the chat. So many people. Get craft. Hey. I came on your bed. I mean, from your bed. I mean, both. Oh, Batman. Good shit. 6.1.2 good. I don't know what you mean, State Farm. 6.1.2. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what version you're talking about, bro. If you can clarify, I'll be able to answer that for you. But yeah, I mean, that's the world thus far. It's been a few hours in the making. I've just been waiting on Forge. So once that's all said and done, we'll be able to do some work here and get the series rolling and get some voices recorded and try my hand at doing some camera angles with Camera Studio and doing some sound design with Audacity and Premiere and doing directional sound and all that stuff. That'll be a whole other thing to tackle. But it'll be a lot of fun. It's something like super creative that I've been wanting to do for a while now, and I have a lot of passion for. So hopefully you guys are excited, just as excited as I am. But yeah, I think that about does it for this world. Just wanted to show that to you guys. 1.6.2. Oh, 1.6.2? Good for mods? Yes. I mean, most of the mods that are out now are compatible with 1.6.2. Some of them have upgraded to 1.7, but most of them haven't. So if you're running a lot of modded stuff, 1.6 is your best bet. If you're running Bucket, which is not necessarily mods, they're just plugins, that you're totally okay to go ahead and do 1.7 with, because the new 1.7 Bucket dev build is out. It's not as stable as it could be, but it is working for the most part, and that's actually what Potato Craft is being run on, is 1.7 Bucket. That's how we have some extra plugins like chat channels and World Protect and all that kind of stuff. All that fun stuff. So I'm going to go and hop on over to one of my single player worlds here.